A very good evening, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond the Television Network. And the latest update which we have today is that the man from Harare who happened to meet his lookalike at TM Supermarket, he has gone for the DNA tests. This is something very, very interesting and also very important at the same time, because remember, a lot of people have been asking questions and they've gone for the DNA. And everybody is now waiting for the DNA results so as to see if these people are really related or not. So there are pictures which have gone viral, and these are pictures of the two gentlemen. One of them is believed to be Fagio Maroa, and I'm not so sure about the name of the other gentleman, but this is the original picture of Fagio Maroa. And this is the picture of him with the other gentleman, Varikuma DNA tests. And we are going to wait and see what the tests are going to conclude and say. So it's very, very interesting that this is what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe at this point in time. And it happens that in life you will find somebody who looks just like you or who resembles you. It's not new. It has been happening in the world, and sometimes you might not be even related. And one of the most interesting things is that to those who are studying science, they say that you might not be related, but because of the promiscuous behavior of some women, there might be a possibility that pane some pieces of the DNA dzakatorwa dzisingazoprovike in terms of relatedness, but it's not going to be that the people vange vakafanana. So I'm not so sure about that science, but we have seen so many arguments recently from scientists suggesting that it happens. So they say mudzimai akanga achirara nevarume vakawanda, she absorbs the DNA of those men. So what happens is when she then finally gets pregnant with another man, the child might resemble one of the men vaakamborara navo, but DNA iri yababa vaita kuti pave nepamuviri. So in other words, vamwe vari kuti ndidzo dzine dzichinzi nhodzera kuchishona, ndo mafambiro akanga achiita nhodzera kuchishona. So we will be waiting to see what the results are going to say. But there are, two sides of this story. You might see celebrations at the end of the day, but on the other hand, if they are related or if they share the same father or whatever, you might also see that if the families are not related, you are going to see deep wounds being opened from this matter or from this case. So zvinoitika, guys, kuti unogona kufanana nomwe munhu, but it will be interesting if one of them asingazive baba vake. It will be very, very interesting if they are related. Finally, you would see kuti vanenge vazivana kana kuti ukama hwavo hunenge hwaestablishwa. So this is what is happening. I'm not so sure what other people think about this whole thing, but this is where we are so far. They've gone for the DNA tests and the results are not yet out. So we will be following this matter and we will be bringing results of the DNA tests. So these are the pictures when they went for the DNA tests, and we will come back with the outcome if we finally get it. So this is the original photo of Fagio Maroa, and this is the other photo of him together with his lookalike vakasangana kwaTM just a few days ago. There was a video. I'm not so sure if I can play that video right here. Let me try to see if I will be able to bring that video right here, because a lot of people might want to understand the context of this whole thing. So there was a video. Let me try to search for that video where they met at TM, and you get to understand what really happened and what really transpired right there. So I don't know, guys, your views and your thoughts. What do you really think will happen if they are related, but both of them vana baba vavo nababa vavo vari kuexista, vobva vazonzi they share the same father? What do you think will happen? I'm not so sure if this test is just about relatedness or it's about siblingship whatsoever. I'm not so sure about that, but as time goes on, we'll be able to get more information. I'm not so sure the DNA team which they approached. If it was Tinashe, we were going to have more context and we're going to have more light in terms of what really happened. And others believe kuti vangangoita matwins, others believe unozati kune zvinhu zvakawanda zvakaitika. Mwana anenge akatobiwa pakuzvarwa and vozowanana vachembera. So let us take a look onto the original video.
Ndikupinda matiye ndikutoona unge nini uyo ndikunongedza masherufu ona iwo boy boys ayo ndimubvunza kuti shamwari unonzani iwewe
And it's very, very interesting. We will see what the DNA tests are going to reveal. And thank you very much, everybody, for coming this evening. And let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts.